Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Here, Dan.
What else? Give me some sleep. Tired.
Your Auntie Crystal going home tomorrow. So you missed her if you didn't talk to her. All right, nephew. Night. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make this very quick, I promise. Smackdown didn't give a lot, but it gave enough, okay? For it to be a go-home show for WrestleMania, it flew by real fast for it to be 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to start off with the first match. I'm going to tell you what happened with Randy Orton in a minute. First match of the night was these fools. It was a street fight. They fought. MFTs won. I don't really understand the significance of the MFTs winning when they had already put the Wyatts in their rear view when they gave them back you know what I'm saying? It was just an odd match to make. They hadn't wrestled in months. You know, it was just it seemed very left field to me. Maybe I'm crazy, but it just seemed very left field to me. Then Tama Tonga was gonna get the win. He was setting up to do his signature move to get the win, and Solo took it from him. And this is
a raggedy bitchy.
This is like the second time that something has happened with the MFTs that neither one of them was on the same page. My experience or my intuition is telling me that at some point Tama Tonga is gonna be like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and he's leaving. Which thank God, because to be honest with you, I feel like Tama Tonga could help fill out that middle card title scene for now. And he could be a major player in the main title scene very, very soon if given the opportunity. So I'm okay with him leaving the MFTs. The MFTs ain't really doing shit. Neither are the Wyatts, if we're being honest. And I hate that for them because I like the Wyatts being the scary entity that they were. And I need them to go back to that. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I need them to go back to that. Tiffany won and beat Jordan Grace to become the number one contender for the Women's United States title match. She's been having an issue with Julia and fuck-ass Kiana for the last couple of months, and they finally put that hoe on TV, and they was on commentary like she's having a fall from grace moment. And last year around this time, she was getting ready to be one of the biggest marquee matches of WrestleMania. And now she comes back and she's not even on the docket. I'm like, as she shouldn't be. The fuck? As she shouldn't be. But Tiffany won, and her maybe I'm crazy, but I don't understand Tiffany's gear. Can somebody explain it to me? Because I'm old. So it looked like it was 4 different gears. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I I need somebody to tell me what this means. What's your name? Evil forever. Okay. Um, what you put this in the comment section for? We're gonna give you your time since you want your time.
Here we go.
I just want to know what this means. You read it and tell me what you think it means.
I can't read it right now.
Yes, you can.
Where's that? What is that?
Right there.
Oh, that's crazy.
What that mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what that means?
I mean, I guess we do. I guess we do need to give him time.
Okay, let's give him time.
That's nuts.
Let's give him time. I need the moderators to back off so they can tell me what that means. Mm-hmm. Let's give him some time so he can tell us what this means. I'm sorry to everybody who coming in and they want to talk about SmackDown. I promise I'll get to SmackDown later, and y'all can come back in the playback if you would like to hear me talk about SmackDown. To be honest with you, there really wasn't a lot going on with SmackDown, but since people like to come in the comments and act a damn fool, and a lot of times, sometimes I misinterpret things, so I want to make sure. I'm not reading this wrong. One, if I'm reading it right, you can't spell. That's the first thing. But two, since you wanted time, I'm going to give you time. I feel like that's the best way to make sure y'all understand how I roll in my part of the woods of the internet. So if you want time, baby, we can give you time. Let me see if I got the video on here. The one video that I always tell Gerard I'm going to put up the next time somebody do that to me. Hold on. Do I have it? I don't think I got it up here. I thought I did. Oh, I do.
Everyone, boo this nigga.
So I definitely had it. Anyways, you got your time. And now you're gone. Now, I have to let people have their stage because they can't stand when they're not getting their attention. It comes from them not being loved as children. Anyways, Tiffany Stratton beat Jordan Grace. They had their match. There was supposed to be a tag team match between Charlotte and Alexa Bliss going up against Bayley and Lyra, but the match never happened because the irresistible forces do what they always do, which is go on the full attack. Now, we're going to talk about Mania in a second. We're going to talk about them in a second. But the last two things I want to talk about is Jacob Fatu and his promo that he cut on top of that police car when he was directing his visceral anger at Drew McIntyre. Jacob Fatu basically told that motherfucker, you thought put me in handcuffs was embarrassing me. He was like, nah, nigga. I already did that, nigga. He said, you ain't gonna put me back in no damn jail cell. It's not happening. But he said, I tell you what, come Mania, I'm a dog walk your bitch ass while I'm shaking my dreads. And I was like, period. Okay. And I said, period. Live your best life. Now, Randall pulled a Kevin Owens today. I mean, he stretched the truth as far as he could stretch it before it broke. His claim that he doesn't need Pat McAfee, but Pat McAfee's the realest nigga in the room, and he's been the realest and been the greatest to him in the past couple of days than Cody has been in 20 years. And I was like, that's very interesting. Can you? I will show you. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, okay. I thought that was very interesting because the stories that we've heard, the kind of work and effort that Cody and everybody else around him had to do to maintain Randy so he could make it to be in this business over 20 plus years is crazy. Okay. The way that man almost sabotaged his entire career and everything he had going for him time and time again, and WWE kept giving him chance after chance after chance, whereas somebody else, like a CM Punk, Apollo Crews, somebody like a Matt Cardona would have been fired immediately. Cody Rhodes, they all had your back. But now it's that Cody was giving you permission and you felt like he didn't have to give you permission. At first it was he gave me permission, so I unleashed what I blocked away for years. Now is who the fuck are you to be giving me permission? Then it's Cody used you. First you was mad because he didn't come to you so you could be his shield. Let's clarify what really happened because everybody sees the story differently. But the truth is, Seth came to Cody. Cody didn't ask for Seth. Seth came to him and promised him to be his shield. That's a totally different conversation. You can't make it seem like Cody went out there and was begging for help and protection, and then Seth came calling. That ain't how that went down. Not at all. So let's just call it what it is. Let's just call a spade a spade. We're going to talk some real shit. And real shit is that your ass was nowhere to be found. Now, they went after you because you were Cody's friend. So you got attacked. Instead of going after the people who did the attacks, like a Kevin Owens, like the MFTs, Solo, you ain't did nothing with them. But you're going after Cody. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm fine with you going after Cody and taking him out if that's what you want to do. But if you're going to do it, stand on your shit and do it. Don't make no fucking excuses. It's simple. I want the championship. And I can't get it being your brother and your friend. He'll be your friend until the end. Boom. Have you heard? I can't be your friend and be champion. That's just not how this works. So I'm sorry. But I got to do what I got to do for me. And I want my 15. And since you're holding the championship, you're in my way. That's it. I don't need no excuses. I don't need no reasons for no betrayal. All I need for you to do is to just be real. That's it. You brought your ass out there. You said you didn't need Pat McAfee, but you wanted him around. So you need a hype man. You need a Flavor Flav. All right. What the fuck is going on out there?
Right. Lighting up fireworks or somewhere there reason.
It ain't even June.
I know. But those are fireworks.
I'm just saying, if y'all gonna be real, then let's just keep it motherfucking real. All right. Now, Cody, I want to preface this by saying I love you. I really do. You're still one of my favorite wrestlers. Hands down, I always pick Cody Rhodes because I love Cody Rhodes. I just do. And I'm still going to ride for Cody when he's a villain. I am. I am. I love him. I can't help it. But child, listen to me. I don't know what's going on where everybody's doing brotherly love type shit for the last 2 episodes of Raw and Smackdown, but what the fuck happened today? Now, CM Punk came out there and he gave Cody Rhodes, basically told Cody Rhodes, you ain't got to worry about chasing nobody because you already at the top of the mountain, my guy. You ain't got to worry about all that. Then Cody like, nigga, listen, you going up against the OTC. One of the most dominant and formidable champions in our industry. This ain't no cakewalk. But I know where you come from. And I know who you are. And I know you're going to knock this shit out the park. Everybody was loving on everybody. Everybody love everybody. And I'm just like, what is happening? What's going on? I thought he was finna start crying and shit. They was out there crying. It was the last SmackDown. Mania is tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's tomorrow. And the 2 champions was in the ring crying over being champions. I'm finna say this. I think both of them niggas losing their titles tomorrow. And we about to be in trouble. It's the best way to explain it. We about to be in trouble. But the Andre the Giant Battle Royal was tonight. It was the last match of the night. And Royce Keys won. He eliminated Aleister Black. Tala was one of the last people in the ring, if not the second to last person. And so was Otis. It's a pretty fun match, not gonna lie. Johnny Gargano is in there planking again. I hope they put Gargano and the Motor City Machine Guns together since they are not putting him in NXT to be the GM. I personally would have moved him to NXT to be the general manager or to let him work with Timothy Thatcher with the Evolve people and kind of help them get themselves together and evolve so they can be on the main roster. But I'm not mad if they put Gargano with the Motor City Machine Gun. Somebody got to be able to get the other ones over. They got to do something. Okay? They got to do something. And I'm all for some mess. Because right now we need a shake up. We need somebody to move some people. They need to start doing in the open the window. The trade window need to get open and niggas need to start moving. And I don't mean 1 or 2 people from Raw and maybe 2 or 3 people from Smackdown. Nah. In the words of LA Knight, nah. I need people gone. I need them moved today. Do you understand what I'm saying? Move them. Johnny was just laying in the corner of the ring. Johnny laid at the beginning of he laid in the front of hard cam for the better part of that match. Didn't do shit. Finally woke up. Kayla, you right. I don't know what's going on with Las Vegas, but they didn't give Jordan Grace no play. They didn't give her no play. They was acting real stank when it came to Cody, real nasty when it came to other folks. And it's just like, ugh. Y'all done got WrestleMania for 2 nights in a row. The least y'all could do, for 2 years in a row, the least y'all could do is be fucking grateful. You Las Vegas niggas is crazy. Y'all just out there booing to be booing at this point. Oh, and I love the fact that Joe Hendry was out there in the tournament. That I love seeing Joe Hendry in there. But I was so happy for Royce. I'm so happy for Royce. But here's the thing when it comes to Royce that I'm not okay with. And I want y'all to hear what I'm saying before and like really listen to what I'm saying. I like the fact that they're making Royce have some humanity and when you're talking to him, you can see the real shit that was happening with him. And I understand, everything that happened with his mother. It's tragic. I don't like WWE using it. I want Royce to be able to tell his story, right? But I feel like this could have been told in like a chronicle, like a 24 chronicle, like they used to do back in the day, babe.
Yeah.
Like I really would have appreciated it more then, because I see them pushing this story of Royce all the time. And I'm not mad at him showing emotion or, being vulnerable, because that is a very strong trait. It's very strong for you to be able to do that. I don't like WWE exploiting his vulnerability. That's what I don't like. I'm very protective of black men, and I'm just not a big fan of that. And I appreciate him telling his story, willing to tell his story. I just want WWE to stop exploiting that man's pain like that. I don't like that. Other than that, I'm totally okay with him living his best life, but I don't like that. That makes me very, very angry, because he doesn't have to be exploited for people to get behind him. He doesn't. Y'all paid those mortgage payments. Y'all better be excited, period. Tell him, Lady Gates, tell him, because, bitch, 25,000. I want to see who's sitting in them seats that's along the ramp. The ramp seats are the ones that are $25,000 a seat. And they know they're going to have to move people down into them seats. They know they're going to have to move people to them seats, so everything around the arena is filled up. You feel what I'm saying? Because the whole stadium, the top of the stadium, all of them seats are still open. All of them. He don't need a sympathy campaign. No. And that's the only thing that I'm like upset about. I'm not saying I don't want to hear his story, because I like hearing the backstory. I'm fine with it. It doesn't make me attach myself to people because I hear their backstory. But I also don't want you to use this as a means of trying to get him over when you don't have to. You feel me? Like, Royce is an excellent wrestler. He will get over all on his own. You feel what I'm saying? You in the nosebleeds? Hello, Aaliyah. How are you? Well, I hope you have a good time. That's all I can tell you. So, WrestleMania. She's about to be in our rear view. Thank God. Thank God. This is the card for tomorrow's show. Okay. Tomorrow's show starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, I believe. And we get the first hour on ESPN2 commercial free. In the first hour, let me make sure I pull up the right one this time, because I always get embarrassed. In the first hour, we will have the 6-man tag team match with Jay and Jimmy, the Usos, and LA Knight versus The Vision and I Show Speed. Let me tell y'all something. I know y'all seen that video of Jay Uso on Cameron and Mace's podcast, and how they was going at that nigga neck. Now, look, I found the whole clip. Cameron basically, Mace asked Jay where he ranked himself in terms of the family and the lineage. And Jay Uso gave a very diplomatic PR style answer where he was just like, my family is so deep. My family got so much depth. It's so vast. I really don't know. I've never really thought about it. That would have been my answer. Like, I really never thought about it. I just want to make sure I expand on my family's legacy. That would have been me, right? But Jay Uso just really didn't have an answer. He kind of bigged up his cousins and was like, my cousin, my uncle Yokozuna, you got Roman, you got The Rock, you know what I'm saying? And they was just like, yeah, but where do you rank? Like, where do you see yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, we asking you, like, do you rank yourself? And you not answering the question. It was just very aggressive. It seemed like it was very left field, out of nowhere. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, are we not in on the joke? Like, what's happening? Did he say something that you didn't like? And then he basically came back and was like, well, where do you think you rank amongst Dipset? Like, where do you rank in Dipset? I was like, So some of y'all might be real young. Okay. Let me see if I can give y'all a history lesson right quick. Woo! Hold on. So let's look at the group of Dipset, because you got to know your history in order to understand the question, right? Hello, Main Event Flow. How are you? She said, I've been to that stadium. They need to go ahead and block out those 400s. Girl, I'm telling you. What up, Main Event Flow? Is there any update on Nikki Bella? From my understanding, she is not competing at Mania, but they're going to keep Brie Bella and somebody else who's going to take her place. I'll let y'all wait to see who that's going to be. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's all over the internet. So if you go looking, you will find it. It's the best way to explain it. Jay said I got jokes. He definitely did. So let me show y'all who Dipset is. Some of y'all may not know who they are. They are a rap group from the 2000s. Dipset. This is Dipset. Okay. Let me move my logo out the way. So you have said members of Dipset are as follows. Cameron is in the middle with the pink. Cameron was known for wearing that very pretty Pepto-Bismol colored pink. And he had everything in pink. T-shirt, jacket, and that nigga had a mink coat in pink one time. Yeah. That shit was fire as fuck, though. I ain't even gonna lie, it was fire. But Cameron was known for wearing pink. He even like started that trend with the pink Tims. I love those pink Tims. Those pink Tims were everything, and they sold out so fucking fast. I ain't gonna shade nobody, but Cameron, he used to eat down when it came to the clothes, because this is how we dress. Okay, so you got Cameron in the middle with the pink. Jim Jones is the guy who has the backwards hat and the red jacket on. Okay, and then you have Joel Santana, Hell Rail, J.R. Ryder, 40 Cal, and Max B. Okay. They called themselves the Diplomats, and they were also known as Dipset. Okay. Now, the Diplomats completely were Cameron, Joel Santana, Freaky Zeke, and Jim Jones. All right. If you ask me, most people are going to say Cameron was the best rapper in the group for Dipset. I disagree. I think that Joel Santana was a better rapper than he was. I didn't care for Jim Jones' brand of rap, so he was always at the bottom to me. And the other members were not popular enough in Dipset to pop off and have their own thing the way that Cameron and Joel Santana and Jim Jones did. So if we're being fair, Cameron Fab stage dressing, they did. I can't even be mad at Cameron, because he was fire as fuck back in the day when it came to what he used to wear. That nigga used to be cold as fuck. But anyways, if I'm being 1000% honest, Joel Santana was a better rapper than Cameron was. Now that's your history lesson, so you can understand the context of the conversation. Of course, Cameron's going to rank himself at the top when it comes to Dipset. He was the front man for that group. He was the one everybody recognized the most. You knew who Cameron was. You knew who Joel Santana was. You knew who Jim Jones was. Those were the guys who were out in the front, right? They were the popular ones in the group. So when that hit, that nigga basically was like, nigga, you was out here wearing pink like me. And I'm like, well, yeah. Like, what the fuck is that supposed mean? Like, I was trying to understand what the problem was. And then Cameron straight up insulted the man and basically was like, I don't want no Saturday night ass niggas on my show. Like, I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm really mad at production. You should have got me a Sunday night, dude. You got me these Saturday night early show niggas on my show. And just basically disrespecting Jay Uso all the way to that nigga just crashed out, grabbed Cam from behind the desk and dragged his ass on the floor and straight up yelled at him, "Don't you ever disrespect me." And I was like, bitch. Low key, he got a fucking point. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Who raised y'all niggas? You know what I'm saying? Because he was already, you could tell, because he basically was like, I don't know, man, because he like, I'm on the card, but I'm getting ready to wrestle Logan Paul and fucking iShow Speed. Two outsiders. But he said, I ain't even trying to be disrespectful to Logan Paul because he came in, respected the business, and did his 1-2. I can't even be mad at him for that. But I'm on the card. I'm at the beginning of the card, man. So I don't know. He literally having an existential crisis while talking to him. You feel what I'm saying? The shit was getting to him right then. And then Cameron egged that shit on. And then after the shit was over, the nigga looked at Mason and was like, nigga, why you ain't help me? I'll tell you why, nigga, because he's 50. Because he's 50 plus. That nigga ain't never fought. He always be the nigga in the corner instigating shit. It always be the niggas that be smiling and laughing all the time that instigate everything. Mace is a prime instigator. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care how many scriptures that nigga know. And for him to be a fucking pastor and know the word, yeah, he a bullshit ass nigga too. He is. I know Cameron putting icy hot on right now, nigga. Whatever he got, he earned. Do you feel me? But they say they think that this is also going to lead into WrestleMania as well, which I don't know. Cameron don't need to be wrestling no fucking body. He don't ask he to stay where he at. But you got 6-man tag team match. It's going to be on the first hour. And then Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu will be fighting on the first hour in the unsanctioned match. I absolutely am looking forward to this match. I think this match is going to be hella fun. It's going to be a good time for sure. Then we have Becky and AJ Lee. But first, we got the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. It looked like Nikki Bella's not going to be in it or Brie, but I'm not sure. I think that they're going to figure out a way to make that work. And they may have a few surprises on that card because of it. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch are having their final battle at WrestleMania over the Women's Intercontinental Championship. 6-man tag. Drew, Fatal 4-Way, Liv Morgan. First things first, Gunther and Rollins are going to battle it out to see who truly is the best in that ring. It's time for them to put up or shut up. Now, Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer are battling it out. Now, look, I don't think Liv winning tomorrow. I know everybody thinks she winning, and I was like, they piling a lot of Liv shit on real thick. She done got a music video out. She been everywhere doing everything. I rarely see Stephanie doing anything, And I'm like, usually when they doing shit like that, you not winning. Oh, I forgot to talk about Jade and motherfucking Rhea Ripley. Forgot to talk about them hoes. Child, listen. Jade Cargill came out there with her homegirls, and she didn't even get the chance to talk because Rhea came out there and said, every time I try to get to you and be at you straight up one-on-one, you find some way to duck and dodge me. Or you keep using these Tweedledee and Tweedledum hoes to be on your side so you can get the one up on me. But she said, that's cool. She said, look, we got one shot before we get in this because you're not going to let me put my hands on you. So I spare you the opportunity to back out claiming that you injured and you can't wrestle at WrestleMania tomorrow. I keep my hands to myself. I say what I need to say to your face. So she was like, tell your homegirls to back off so we can have this conversation because tomorrow ain't going to be no talking. Jay Cargill was like, girl, I know you just want to be me. And it is okay. Everybody wants to be me. But she said, if you keep running your mouth and popping off the way you've been popping off at WrestleMania tomorrow, I'll make this shit real quick. I was like, oh, not you gonna squash her. Rhea was like, girl, I don't want to be you. No. She said, she told Rhea that she out here running around with this cosplaying emo cop chick. I said, damn. She said, girl, I've been fighting against people like you all my life. But she said, I tell you what. If you want to try and make it real quick, be my guest. But I promise you, it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. She said, by the time that you decide that you're ready, the title's going to be in my hands. But she was like, you don't have to worry. Because tomorrow is put up or shut up. And I am going to shut you up, you narcissistic, fake ass bitch. And I said, oh, that low-key hurt Jay's feelings. I looked at her face. I said, oh, I didn't think she was going to say that. And I think Jade Cargill said, oh, okay. Okay, so you mad. Okay, bitch. I'm going to beat your ass tomorrow, ho. I was like, oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so much mess. I kind of live for it though. It's nasty, but it's necessary. You know. So anyway, Stephanie Becker and Liv Morgan are going to battle it out for the Women's World Championship. And finally, you are going to have the battle between Cody Rhodes and Randall Keith Orton. And after today, y'all, I don't think that Cody's keeping that title. I really don't. I hate that for me. I hate that for me, honey. But I just do not think that man is keeping that championship. And that's terrible. But it is what it is, loves. So now we're moving on to night 2 because night 2 is where we will see the finale of WrestleMania. This is Sunday, April 19th. Same start time. This time, 1 hour is completely commercial free on ESPN. And we will get dun 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 Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Darula versus the Beast. We shall see who finally will rule the roost of WWE as the supreme big man, the titan among titans. We shall see. I hope they let Oba win because I'm as tired. The next match on the docket for the first hour commercial free is the 6-pack ladder challenge. Okay? This is a ladder match where the Intercontinental Championship will be held over the ring and all 6 competitors will compete to determine who will become the new or retain the IC Championship. The competitors are JD McDonough, Dragon Lee, Penta, Javon Evans, Rey Mysterio, and Rusev. They call him Rusev. Yeah, the manly man slapping meat. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. The rest of the show will be as follows, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn and Trick Williams had a little moment today as well. Trick Williams decided to bring out a gingerbread man into the Royal tonight on SmackDown. But Sammy did talk some real shit. Sammy straight up told Trick Williams, you ain't got no plan going into WrestleMania. You just think you're going to be able to waltz in and win. WrestleMania is not like anything you've ever experienced. And I have the experience. The advantage is on my side. You think because all these people scream your name and scream your entrance music that somehow makes you over the top ready for WrestleMania? Nah, fam. Nah. He said, if you don't get your shit together, you're not going to be concerned with going into WrestleMania as champ. Oh, no. No. You're going to have to worry about why you went to the grandest stage of them all and lost. Now, Trick Williams also cut Sammy really deep. He said, Sammy, your ass been running around backstage not trying to figure out who you are. You don't know who you are because you can't get a leg up on life. You lose and everything turns to shit for you. A bottle of water ain't safe around you. That was a bar because it was true. Okay? He not lying, Samuel. Your ass be tearing up a pack of water in that bag. Okay? For almost a month, you was throwing water bottles on the floor. Okay? So he was being for real on that one. He got you there, babe. But of course, the both of them trading blows back and forth. It came to blows. Sammy got Trick Williams out the way, and then the gingerbread man ended up suffering a haluva kick. Now, Trick Williams was able to hit his trick shot, and Sammy was laid out in the middle of the ring. The crowd seemed to be overwhelmingly on Trick Williams' side. But I think at WrestleMania, Trick Williams is going to get a rude awakening. That even when you coasting in life and you got everything going for you, sometimes all it takes is for you to get punched in the mouth. That's all I'm saying. If they don't, they should. They should, because you got to be humbled. You got to be humbled, my guy. WrestleMania is getting the return of our version of Finn Balor that we all love. But this time, the demon is coming back. And not only is he coming back, he's coming for blood and souls. And he's looking for Dominic Mysterio. 100 souls in 3 days. 10 points if you know where that line is from. Anyway, Demon Balor will face off against Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who had a really cute paper magazine spread. It was gorgeous. Gorgeous. You got two goddesses that get ready to fight in the ring. Jade Cargill, probably one of the most beautiful specimens to ever walk through the doors of WWE. And you have the Eradicator, the Warrior, Rhea, Bloody Ripley. We shall see who will stand tall. The woman who claims that everybody wants to be her and everybody wants to see her, or the woman who fights her way through everything to gain respect, gold, and of course, bragging rights over you. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, who is going to gain control of WWE? Are you going to give it back to the OTC one and let him reign supreme? Or are we going to keep going in the direction we are going with our effervescent king, voice of the voiceless, CM Punk? Now, Roman Reigns made a declaration that if he can't beat CM Punk, that it's going to be hanging up flat screen for him. He's done. He's out of the business. Me personally, if all it takes is for you to lose to one man to make you hang up your boots, then you really, really, really don't like him. You would allow him to control how your career goes. That's crazy. That's nuts. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania is tomorrow. I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready. We're going to Mania tomorrow. It's going to be a good time. For those of you who are going to be in attendance at WrestleMania, I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you have a good time. And I will see you guys after Mania, probably sometime around what? 12? 12 o'clock? 11:30? Nigga, we don't know. But we shall see. Please do your girl a solid. Do your auntie a favor. Okay? I know that a lot of WrestleMania is not something that you guys want to see. I also understand that Mania isn't exactly your favorite PLE right now. But I need you to remove all your biases and everything that's telling you the show is going to suck. I need you to push that to the back of your mind and watch this show with no expectations. And I promise you, you will enjoy it so much better. But you got to trust me. And with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow when we'll go over the show. I'll tell you how I feel, and you guys can let me know how you feel. All right? Thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.